What are the most important cards in your wallet? Your business card. Naturally, you have to connect. Your ATM card. Nothing like easy access to your cash. How about the Lagos Connect card? The smart card that makes the BRT and soon rail and water transportation across the city cashless, cheaper, and without the hassles of buying tickets every day.
If you travel using the bus rapid transit regularly and don't have a Lagos Connect card, stay tuned to find out why you should. And if you do have a Lagos Connect card, then find out how lucky you are. I am Obafemi Craig.
I am Kate Harmony. First, we take the news update.
Welcome to the news on Lamata FR. The Lagos State government has explained that the declaration of October 15, 2014 as Lagos Hunt-Free and Drivers Day was to draw the attention of motorists to the importance of road discipline. The day is also meant for road users to show mutual respect for each other, improve road courtesy, and reduce noise pollution, amongst others. Speaking on the reason for the observance of October 15 as Lagos Hunt-Free and Drivers Day, Commissioner for Transportation, Comrade Kayode Okpefa, said there is the need for road users to observe all necessary rules to ensure crash-free roads. In other parts of the world, the horn is only used when necessary to avoid collisions. Unlike other cities, where honking on the road is used as a means of venting out stress and emotions, the average Lagos driver honks for no justification or to scare off other road users. The Managing Director of Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Lamata, Dr. Dayo Mobriola, has called on the public to protect public utilities and infrastructure, which include transport infrastructure and furniture. Dr. Mobriola noted that the appeal became necessary in order to safeguard the huge investment expended on the provision of the infrastructure. According to Mobriola, protecting public utilities and infrastructure remain one of the ways to ensure the prosperity of the state, as well as the continuous improvement of the public well-being. He said that Lamata will continue to implement transport projects that will not only improve the standard of living, but also help in the reduction of poverty in the state. And that ends the news update.
Basically, what Lamata does is to coordinate public transportation in Lagos State, and we came up with a transport master plan.
Developed together with the World Bank, the objective of this plan is finding long-lasting solutions for the problem of transportation in Lagos. Currently under its first steps of development, the plan has already proven itself a big success, dramatically increasing the connectivity in a city in continuous expansion and enjoying an unparalleled demographic and economic growth.
Our responsibility is to ensure that we provide the necessary infrastructure to meet the growth, to improve the quality of life, to improve the standard of living, and to make Lagos a vibrant and livable city in years to come.
Lamata, think transport.
Welcome to Safety Tips. This week we should be talking about safety around the school area. We have all sorts of different people that go around the schools. We have children, we have the elderly who could be guardians and parents, we have the teachers. So during the school period, there's always plenty of activities. And it is well known that a lot of parents, a lot of guardians, a lot of drivers do not take the kind of care that they require when they're around the schools. Why are we saying this? Because we already know children are vulnerable. There are children crossing the roads. There are children riding bicycles to school. There are children coming up from the local bus stop. In fact, there are children everywhere. Small children, big children. The ones that we're concerned about really are those little children that you cannot see when you're reversing within the school area, especially within the school compound. And because a lot of parents at that time, they perhaps may be in a hurry to go to work, drop the kids, and then they want to zoom off. But while you're doing these hasty movements, other people's children could just be walking behind your car when you're reversing. And because the children are so small, you probably won't even see them through your back mirror. And so we've got to be extremely careful. And so this week we have a lot of tips that would help us to control the situation when the schools are open and when we're dropping our children. First of all, we start with the school authority. Ensure you have a safety program enjoined in your PTA meetings so that your parents and the teachers, they understand the value of having safety around the schools. And that way they can teach their drivers the sort of nice things that they need to do, how to be careful around the school. Number one, don't drive too fast within the school compound. Don't even drive too fast on approaching the school. The teachers should be in a bit of control as well when they're inside the school to correct parents and drivers who don't do the right thing. So it is not something that we should leave to just the security people in the school. It is important to even engage traffic officers for the school to manage traffic in the morning and to manage traffic in the afternoon. That is when we have most of the conflicts between the school children and motorists around the place. Then we move to the children. We should teach the children about safety for themselves, because the earlier we begin to teach them, the better we will get from them as they get older. And finally, we turn our attention to the drivers. When I say drivers, I mean everyone who needs to go around the school, whether you're going to the school or not. Every time you know you're coming around the school, look out for these children anyway. It doesn't matter whether you have a sign that says approaching school. Everyone knows when they're coming around the school because you see uniform, you see plenty of children. So the general thing is you know you're approaching the school, so you slow down. That is not the time to speed up. That is the time to be consciously aware that any child can choose to cross the road suddenly. Are you ready with your brakes? Are you ready to avert any situation that might lead into fatality or serious injury? You don't need to speed around school. You also have a child, and you would not pray that somebody around your child's school is speeding unnecessarily, not caring about that child. And so next time you're going around the school, temper your speed. Concentrate. It's not the time to be on the phone. It's not the time to text. It's not the time to ping. It's not the time to tweet. And give way. I repeat, give way to every child or pedestrian at any zebra crossing around the school. It is very important that children are not forced to feel they have to run across the road. But if we respect them and we give them the opportunity, after a while everybody gets used to it, nobody's rushing anywhere. The children can cross softly, cross safely, and then you can go on your business. The school authority should also, where possible, create separate entrances for incoming vehicles into the school and exit gates as well. Where possible, it's always useful. And finally, the parking arrangement within the school is very important, and so that people do not park haphazardly within the school compound, and it makes for safety.
The Lagos Connect card is the new best friend of BRT users in Lagos State. And like your mobile phone, you top it up and you move without cash or filling your pockets with paper tickets. And guess what? At a reasonable price.
Sounds too good to be true, but it is true, and it is very good. You'll see for yourself as we explore its benefits to travelers in the city, learn how it works, and discover its plans to involve water and rail transportation in the nearest future. First, we go to Ep10 Systems Limited, the vendor of the e-ticket. Then, we go on the road to see how the system works and bring you a top official of the Ep10 to tell us how the challenges faced by the users of the platform are being tackled. Fasten your seatbelts.
We go now on the move. The Lagos Connect card, an automated electronic payment system on the Bus Rapid Transit BRT system and Bus Franchise Scheme BFS, was launched in July 2013 as an efficient method of using bus services and ultimately rail and water transport service in Lagos. The Lagos Connect card was adapted to replace the paper ticketing system, fraught with a lot of challenges, among which is poor revenue collection, inefficient data collection, fraud, ticket recycling, and fake tickets. With the e-ticketing platform, all transactions on the system are virtual except the initial cash exchange. Data of trips are stored on the system network and are accessible by logging into the back-end database. However, about a year after its launch, the system is yet to reach the target set for its usage. As it were, the system is dogged by some challenges and complaints by members of the public who use the Lagos Connect card. Chief among the complaints are their inability to tap out, inability to reload their cards, overbilling, network issues, and expired cards, among others.
You are a regular user of the Lagos Connect card?
Yes.
What has been your experience?
My experience so far is just that it has been okay because it has saved me the stress of queuing to buy tickets, but not all the buses have the machine for the validators for the card. So I still have to buy tickets and also cards so that whenever the machine doesn't have the validators, I use my tickets.
When I started using it, I really enjoy it. But there was a time that when they brought new bus, so I was unable to use it because there was new buses that there was no
Validators.
But now I'm now using it.
However, the vendor of the system, Ep10 Systems Limited, has recently been resolving all the challenges with a view to reposition the system for better service delivery. An effective public transport system involves the use of integrated modes of transportation that allows a payment system that cuts across the different modes without any interference. The Lagos Connect card was launched to achieve that seamless transportation experience to give commuters an affordable, convenient, and safe travel experience across the metropolis. We are here at the Ep10 Systems Limited, the company that is in charge of the Lagos Connect card, to get a walkthrough on the Lagos Connect card. And we have Marian Osaje. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
So, we have the validators here, and it's important for our viewers to understand, our viewers and commuters to understand how it is used, because that is basic for us. So, can you take us through the process?
Thank you very much. As a frequent BRT user, you're just expected to buy the eConnect card from the bus shelter. Any of the bus shelters where you have the bus stations, you find the dealers who usually sell you the paper tickets. They usually have the eConnect card, so you can purchase the eConnect card for just 200 naira. Okay. After you purchase the card, easily you need to top up the card for you to be able to use it. Okay. Once you top up your card from the dealers who are positioned at the bus shelter, okay, you get on the BRT bus, and you notice that on the BRT bus you have two bus validators stationed within the bus, the front validator and the back validator. Once you get on the BRT bus, you're expected to tap in on the bus validator. Now, once you tap in, the bus validator shows you your balance. And now when you get to the end of your destination, you're also expected to tap out on the bus validator. Okay. Now at this point here, your fare is deducted and it also shows you your balance. Okay. Very easy to use.
Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best.
Before we go into the challenges, we would like to know what the experience has been handling the Lagos Connect card.
After the launch of the e-ticketing solution in 2013, we recorded a high-level success in terms of acceptance and usage by commuters. Okay. Between July 2013 and December 2013, we had a record of about over 50,000 users, with a good feedback from commuters. Okay. However, by early January 2014, we started experiencing some operational and a bit of technical issues with the devices and then other process flows. Well, aside the operational issues, which have to do with the number of buses available and all of that, we have some bit of technical issues in the sense that sometimes when you want to tap in or out, you experience issues on the BVs where it gives you wrong station name or doesn't allow you to tap in and out. We've recognized those issues so far, and we've been able to look into how we can improve the solution.
So when I tap in and try to tap out and it doesn't work, what's the implication?
The implication is you're charged the full fare because you haven't carried out a tap out, which deducts the amount or the fare of your destination.
This Lagos Connect card is new, is novel, and people are supposed to understand the benefits, what they stand to gain from it. Because I am used to the paper ticket. That is what I use, and you're now asking me to use something different, something new. Maybe I'm a seller at the Lagos market, and I need to take the BRT down to CMS, and you're telling me to use the card. What benefits do I stand to gain?
I think if I just go down to basic level, the issue of change, I think that's one of the major issues commuters face. Whenever they go to buy their paper tickets, there's usually the issue of I don't have change. But with the eConnect card, you can buy whatever quantity you have according to the amount you have. You have 20 naira, you can buy 20 naira, you have 100 naira. Whatever amount you have, there's no issue of change. Whatever money you give the dealer is what they can top up for you on your card. So it eases off that issue of I don't have change, that the excuse of I don't have change that the ticket sellers give. Most importantly, provides ease and convenience for all commuters. You get on the bus, you tap in, you tap out, you're out in a second, and
Talking about convenience, as you wrote on your banner here, I don't see it as convenient when I don't have money in my pocket and I've been convinced to use the Lagos Connect card, and I get on the bus and it's not working, and the pilot says I must have to pay with my money and there's no money in my pocket. How do you define that as convenient?
Well, as with every new change in every new environment, you're bound to experience challenges, which is what I'm saying we experienced early 2014. And we've recognized those challenges and we've been able to resolve them. Yes, because this is a new solution that's been introduced in a new environment. So many things were not anticipated, and even those that were anticipated, been able to resolve them. However, those issues where you're not able to tap in and tap out right now, we've been able to resolve them by upgrading the system. So the system has been upgraded in such a way that you won't have issues of not being able to tap in or tap out. So you shouldn't have to experience such issues where you're not able to use the device.
So far, since you started rectifying the issues that have come to your table, what has been the feelers?
Well, I think there's been a positive feedback in the sense that now we're getting very little complaints compared to the complaints we were getting early 2014. So the issues have reduced a great deal. We assure you that the upgrade has a very significant advantage to the system. So you shouldn't experience such issues anymore.
There's this issue about expiration and loss of a card. If it happens, how do I get it back?
Like your ATM card has an expiration date. It's the same thing with this card too. It's very simple. Once your card expires, you just go to any of the ticket sellers who are scattered around the bus shelters, present your card to them, and they'll carry out a card renewal for you. It's free of charge. Nobody should collect any money from you to renew your card. Yes, it's free of charge. And also, if you want to know when your card would expire, it's very simple. Whenever you go to top up, carry out a top up with any of the ticket sellers, you can just ask them to show you your expiry date on the card.
But usually, what's the duration of each card? What's the validity period?
It's a year. 1 year, yes. 1 year. But as time goes on, it might actually be increased, but for now, we set it as a year. And as for the stolen cards, once your card is stolen, all you're required to do is call the EPOS hotline. So once you call the hotline, you'll be required to provide your card ID, which is the card details displayed on your card. There's some numbers displayed on your card. That's your card ID. So once you provide that detail, your card will immediately be blocked, so no other person can use it. And not to worry, your money is still intact. All you need to do is once you purchase another card, your money will be returned into your card for you. The hotline numbers you can call are 070-9872-8195 or 070-9872-8196.
It's really been nice having you here on the program today. Thank you very much. But what are your parting words?
This system is very easy to use. It's very convenient to use. Yes, we've experienced some challenges. They've been rectified now, so it's trustworthy. You can pick up your card. And like I said earlier, once you pick up your card, you have your ticket sellers who have this device there. You simply just go to them, pay your money, and then they top up your card. It's less than 15 seconds. You get it done, get on the bus, and then you're done. So it's very easy to use. Embrace it. I think it's a very good development for Lagos State and Nigeria as a whole. Thank you.
As we have seen and heard, it's now easier and safer to use the Lagos Connect card. So all I do now is to get on a bus and tap in. And when I get to my destination, I tap out and I'm out.
Welcome back. This is Lamata FR if you're just joining us. Don't go yet. We'll never leave you without a parting gift. So stay tuned. Kókó ọ̀rọ̀ tòní lórí ètò wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tí àlejò wa bá wa sọ ni wípé wọ́n ṣe àwọn àtúnṣe tó yẹ láti ṣe lórí lílo káàdì tí a fi ń wọ ọkọ̀ BRT pẹ̀lú ìyànjú wípé kí a túbọ̀ ṣe sùúrù títí gbogbo àwọn àtúnṣe yìí máa fi ní àṣeyọrí tí à ń fẹ́. Wọ́n rọ̀ wá wípé kí a túbọ̀ máa rí wípé à ń lo káàdì yìí dáadáa fi wọ ọkọ̀ BRT.
The company wey dey in charge of the Lagos Connect card don talk say dem go continue to dey work to make sure say this our Lagos Connect card go work well so that any time wey you wan use am, you no go get problem. They con say make you dey patient. If you never buy the card, make you go buy am now. Put money inside, make you dey use am.
The secret of Lamata's success is you. When you talk, we'll listen and implement. So talk to us on any of the following.
We do hope you enjoyed this enlightening episode of Lamata Half Hour as much as we did.
We promised you a parting gift. It's a piece of wisdom from Josh Billings, which says, life consists not in holding good cards, but in playing those you hold well.
And like the Lagos Connect card, any one of them you play is a sure banker, not a gamble.
Lamata.
Think transport.
Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT lanes, more